Hey you guys. So this is What's Good for Disclaimer. This is a limited series on Apple TV. All episodes are out. I believe the show ended around like early November. And essentially with this show, it is about a not reporter but a documentarian who essentially a book is published, and after kind of reading it, she starts to realize, like, hey, I think this is about me. And essentially the person who wrote the book, like, is sort of spreading it around town. Like, hey, you know, sell this book, talk about this book, like kind of bringing it into people that this documentarian knows, to kind of, ruin her life. And I think the thing with this particular show, like if you get invested, and what I mean by that is, especially with the type of show this is, it's kind of like a thriller. You could almost say mystery because you're trying to figure out what's truthful, like what's kind of going on here, because you have present day, you have flashbacks in regards to the event, like what the book is talking about. And so you're trying to figure out essentially, hey, what's going on here? Like, what are the true events? What is right? And if you're anyone like me, especially with the topics that are discussed, you might get passionate. You might be like, okay, I have my own theories in regards to, what is actually going on here. Like, I'd say by episode 2 or 3, I sat there and I'm like, okay, based on body language, based on like how characters are saying things, this is what I'm thinking maybe is happening. And just as episodes go on, you sit there and you're like, okay, why are certain people doing these like why do all these things? Like, why are you making this decision? Why are we going about like doing certain things? Because I'm trying not to spoil anything too much. And so it's just one that, if those are things that you really look for in a show, like I really need it to like catch my attention, I really need to be gripped, I really need to know what happens next, this is very much a show for you. And I think, given a lot of the actors within this series, like you have Cate Blanchett, you have Kevin Kline. I don't know all of Kevin Kline's like filmography. I normally know him from like voice, like animated roles. I've seen him in like comedies. So I have not seen him too much in roles like this. He probably has been. I have not seen them. But for me, this was just a different role, and it was really interesting to see, and I really enjoyed it. Same with the Cate Blanchett's husband. I think his name is Sasha Cohen. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know it's a longer name, but I definitely know it's Sasha, because he was in Les Mis. He's done Borat. But again, this is a role I feel like I have not personally seen him in. So it was just really interesting to see these characters play these roles and just how it was kind of fleshed out. The emotion that's done within it, like as it gets to towards the end of the series, there's just so much emotion. And I feel like, again, given the themes, given what's going on, a lot of people are definitely probably going to have that same emotion, have that same passion for what a character is feeling. And so, that's something too I want to heavily stress is it is very graphic in regards to definitely what's shown on the screen. You have, bodies are shown. It's, of course, language. But then, too, you have heavy content in there. And so I just want to make that a warning for anyone who may not be super comfortable with that. I don't want to give like too much away. I do believe, of course, there are always the, not spoilers, but like the warnings before the maybe episode starts and everything. So that is something to be aware of. But I very much recommend this show. If you enjoy a thriller, if you enjoy, it's not something where, again, it's a limited series. I don't think there obviously is going to be another season, but I think it's very well done. I think people will like it, and I think it's something too that you will be engaged with and feel, again, that emotion, that passion, that those characters are feeling. So if those are things that you enjoy, within your shows and everything, I very much recommend it. So if you've watched the show, feel free to leave your thoughts down below, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.